Good morning from my boudoir. As many of you know, I've been in a bit of a crisis. I just woke up this morning. Here I am in my raw, unfiltered state. I was about to meditate. I'm feeling a little more grounded. I finally have been getting some sleep. My sympathetic nervous system was in full fight or flight, so I've been barely sleeping. Very unlike me. I normally rest 8.5, 9, even 9.5 hours. I sleep at night. And when I woke up, I really felt immediately like I had an insight, which is really just an inner awareness or a revelation we've had that's coming from the inside out. So we really embody it. So it might not be for you. And that's a lot of this content, right? It's coming through me, but we are all connected. And if you've been drawn to me, there's probably something in this content that you can take, and then some of it you can leave. And that's the whole point. Anyone who's speaking to you, whether they're a teacher, a professor, a transformational speaker, some type of so-called guru, whoever the person is, a minister, a preacher, you take what works, you leave the rest. We are all so vastly different, and yet also, like I've said before, we are this eternal ocean in one droplet. So we're sort of the one that is the many that is one. So undoubtedly some of what I'm saying will resonate and some won't, but here it is. This insight was that I've been in this difficult place, and it's been very painful. And there was a synchronicity where I felt like I wanted to reach out to somebody the night everything happened, and I did. And then I started to talk to this person, and I thought that we'd do it's totally possible exercise and really have some fun together. And there'd be maybe revelations and some more insights that could come up from that wild day, the story I've told now on this channel, of me really putting into practice what I'm doing and what happens when all hell breaks loose and how you navigate that. But I was very vulnerable. I was in a pretty difficult place, very challenging. And instead of this person holding love, space for me, loving me, listening, just caring, this person tried to fix me, offer me solutions, tell me what to do, tell me I was making excuses. I did articulate that if I said I feel like I'm being condemned and judged, and this person said that no, they were being my friend, and it felt like anything but being a friend. And this was very humbling, because this is something I do all the time. Because just like from her perspective, I feel it's really loving if someone's hurting and I'm like, oh, like, I've done this before. I know this tool. Do you know emotional freedom technique? How about meditation? How about that? You're making excuses for yourself. How about that? You need to wake up, girl. You're gonna be homeless soon. Just like I was. Or you're basically gluing onto somebody else, almost like I was thinking of the image of a paper doll, and how for those of you who didn't grow up with paper dolls, like you cut out this outline of a girl or boy or whatever, this doll, and then to clothe the doll you cut out clothing, and then you kind of like, there's like a little tab at the top, and you can kind of like fold it over the little girl, the little boy's body, and then you like basically clothe the doll. And it feels like when I am offering a suggestion to somebody, it's like I'm trying to put a little piece of clothing and a little outfit on somebody when they're like, no, wow, this feels emotional. Just see me in my raw, naked state. I just want to be loved. We all just want to be loved and seen. We just want to be, when it means to hold space, it really just means to just literally like hold, like, let's see if you can see me do this, like hold the person like this in space that is loving and caring, and you're just listening. In fact, the most powerful thing you could probably do is just sit there and say almost nothing. Nothing. I have another friend who did that for me. And it doesn't mean that one friend's good and one friend's bad. Like I've been saying before, it means that it's just so. It's not positive or negative, because what this other person did triggered something, who held space by trying to fix me, change me, tell me what worked for her, which might not work for me. Just like everything I'm saying, again, you take it or leave it. If it's triggering you, like this did with this person, then listen. And I'm realizing, oh my God, like I have a close friend that I've been doing this to, and I thought it was so loving. I thought this close friend of mine wanted that advice. And it was like, I thought that person was asking for it from me. And maybe that person was. I'm not using gender pronouns because I don't want to. I mean, these people probably know who they are if they're watching this. I love you, both of you. The close friend of mine I've been trying to mentor and counsel, and I feel like I was fucking up that person's life. I had to let go, and I think once I let go, that person could actually sit with what was going on. And then this person, likewise, the night all of this stuff went down with my car, and just really having to practice what I preach, you know, in front of you, raw, vulnerable, like right here. Yeah, that was, yeah, that's what I do. And I have always felt it's loving to be really intelligent and to know all the answers, but sometimes the answer is not knowing the answers. Sometimes the answer is being in the unknown and loving it. Sometimes the answer is just, you know, like someone's hurting, like they lost somebody, someone close to them, whether it's a divorce or a friend, you know, breakup, or it's a death. And sometimes they just need somebody, this is a true story, who sits next to them every day after the, let's say it's a guy who lost his wife of many years, and his neighbor, whenever the neighbor gets off work, just stops by the house and sits next to him on the porch just so he can cry. And just hold space. Literally, that's holding space. Because I think we throw that term around to the point where I don't even like saying it anymore. It almost feels like a gross cliche, like good vibes. It makes me want to vomit in my mouth. But how beautiful for us all. May this be, if it calls to you, a call to action, which is really a call to inaction. For when the next time someone needs you to be there for them, you just listen and you ask them, is there anything that you need from me that I can do, that you know I can offer you? If not, I just want to sit here and listen to you and love you without any judgment. You're exactly where you need to be. But also, even because I felt judged, I was exactly where I needed to be, because that showed me how much I judge others too. And I don't intend to judge them, because I actually thought it was loving. And when in point of fact, it wasn't. It was coming from my own trauma, my own triggers within. Yeah, very personal, but yeah, a deep trauma of mine is, if I'm not illustrating how brilliant I am and how much I know, then I will not be safe in the world. I will most likely die. I'll live a horrific life where I will want to die, because I won't have money. I won't be able to survive in a fundamental way, and that's like why I'm here. Like, that's my gift. I'm a brain, or I'm smart, or whatever. This was told to me, through childhood, and it's so powerful when we all just listen and don't try to do and don't try to fix. I think that's honestly one of the most powerful gifts we can give ourselves and others. So take what works, leave the rest. I tried to film this as a shorter video, but I realized this is deep. It's a lot deeper than just a 1 minute video. But those 1 minute videos, I think, have some beauty and truth to them too. Everything does. And that's the point, no matter how so-called good or bad, pretty or ugly, positive or negative, everything has value. Everything is what God is. Such a hard thing to think about. We're all the same. Remember, energy waves and particles, and we're all the same stuff. It's all just so. And what a beautiful gift when we can just take a step back and just look at it with love, not trying to fix it, getting curious like a field explorer. I wonder. And then following the breadcrumbs. to glory. I love you so much. Reach out if you need anything. Leave a comment if this resonated. Take what works. Leave the rest. Like it if you like it. Don't like it if you don't like it. That's fine too. And subscribe if you want more content like this. I love you guys. Have a beautiful day. Don't be afraid to be who you are. I am wearing no makeup. I've got some circles under my eyes because it's been hardcore lately, as you know. It's okay. You're allowed to be you.